Hey, it's Mike from TechBB, and let's go. I've gotten so many requests for reviews on this particular item. This is going to be nothing but mayhem and panic when we take this out this weekend. So we're going to do an unboxing video here. Christ, I don't know where to start with this. Wow. Okay. Where do we start? As you can see here, this is something that I know absolutely nothing about, which is archery. The last time I shot a bow and arrow was, I don't even know, years ago, and I shot it straight up in the air, and all my friends got really mad at me. So. This is the Airow bow, which has been a heavily requested show for us here at TechBB. So I don't know if it's just for fun or if, I just don't know. But okay, how do we take this out? Let's see here. Let's see here. It looks like okay. Wow. All right. I'm sure, you know, people like Bob Long and there's avid bow hunters right now that are just got their face in the palm of their hand at even just the thought of me even trying to use a bow. I definitely do not know what I'm doing when it comes to using a bow, especially a compound bow. So I'm just cutting up the packaging here. This is actually really well packaged. Okay. Looks like that's the Airow Gun unit there. Okay. That looks like just about everything. Let's go ahead and set the box aside. Okay, now what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and bring the camera in a little bit closer and get a good idea of what we got here. Okay, so what I'm reading here is it comes with some instructions here on how to mount the Airow Gun to the bow, which I believe it says Diamond's Razor Edge, which must be the brand name of the bow. So, then it's got some instructions here on keeping the string intact and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and start unpacking this box, which looks like it's got an Allen key set, some additional hardware, and what looks like the feed tube. So it looks like just kind of a basic stock class feed tube there. Nice little patch, and this looks like the additional hardware. So, now, I mean, I know I'm chuckling here, but I'm actually kind of excited about that. I mean, this is way out of the realm of anything that I've ever messed around with or played with or anything like that. I am curious as to what the threads are of this barrel. I don't know. If it's autococker thread, I'm going to be a happy pando, and it looks like it is. Because if that's the case, maybe I'll use the, maybe like the Planet Eclipse CSL barrel, maybe get down to like, I don't know what bore size this is. It looks like a bigger bore. Just probably off my guess, I'd probably say like a 688 bore or something like that. But, you know, if it's a autococker thread, that'd be nice because I've got some barrel kits here. You know, maybe I can use like my 681 back 16-inch SL CSL barrel or something like that. I'm not really using that. I can put that on here, which would be kind of cool. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and unpack the hardware. Okay, now this looks like the mounting screws that mount to the side. So All right. So looks like we've got some set screws and some other stuff. So looks like I've got some manual reading to do here really quick. So I'm going to stop the camera and see if I can get a little bit of a head start here. Then I'll turn it back on again once I get this installed on here. Okay, now basically what I did here was I lined up the Airow unit to the bow, and it says here to put it through the tube middle. Okay. Let's see if I can find that Allen key that lines up here. I'll just go ahead and pull this off, make it a little easier. There we go. Okay, so far so good. So now we've got the look at the manual here. Okay, so we got the two screws in place, and it looks like we need to now start adjusting some set screws. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to read the manual here, and hopefully next time I turn the camera on I should have all this all plumbed up. Okay, so we've got the Airow gun all put together. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Pretty much just put the two screws in through the side, loosened up the two screws in the top, slid the body over the Airow assembly as close as you could get to the frame of the bow, tighten that down, put down the 6 set screws, and then clamp in the back of the piston here to the drawstring, and that's it. Took it out back and shot it. Can't get the velocity above about 220. It could be bore fit. I'm just shooting evil. I'm not sure what bore or even what thread. I thought this was autocrocker thread. It wasn't autocrocker thread. It looks like it might be spider thread, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll send this barrel in to get inserts put into it. Try to get a little bit of a tighter bore, but it's not that hard of a draw. I mean, it's a pretty simple draw, and so. It's not that hard to pull back, but I'm sure in order to get up to 300 feet per second, either I'm going to have to use some bigger paint, or I'm going to have to somehow get this bow configured for a harder drawstring. I'm not sure. So this is so off in the realm of where I'm usually at, but we got to have some fun here. So I'm going to try this out this weekend. If not this weekend, the next weekend. And if it doesn't work out, then I've got my spray painted camouflage Lux here to bail me out if the Airow gun doesn't quite work out. So we'll see. I had an idea that that 140 round extreme range hopper or whatever it is would fit on top of the 100 round hopper would fit on here, but it doesn't fit on here. Maybe I'll see if I can tilt this to the side and then put it on. I'm not sure. So I think there's also a sight rail that you can purchase for this. But I didn't get that. I just got the basic kit just to see what I was getting myself into. So pretty neat, pretty neat unit so far. So I'm going to keep messing around with this and try to learn this product as much as I possibly can. And you'll see some videos, probably some goggle cam videos of me using this out there on the field or orbital paintball here over the next week or two. Thanks for tuning in.